It has been a tumultuous few weeks since the jury in YNW Melly's double murder trial deadlocked, and we were left without a conviction or an acquittal. Now, recently, Melly has asked for a bond hearing in an attempt to get out of jail while he awaits his trial 2.0. Just a few days ago, one of his lawyers was arrested for battery. I hear there's some body cam footage of that floating around. Sounds like a good attorney reacts opportunity. Regardless of all that, the lack of a concrete answer about the YNW Melly guilt has left the internet with theories, untested theories. Some of them are good, some of them are bad, and some of them are just weird. And America's attorney is about to react to some of the best YNW Melly conspiracy theories out there and rate them exactly that. Good, bad, or weird, or maybe both. Cortland Henry, aka YNW Bort, is receiving 35% of the profits from the YNW apparel because he's a co-founder of YNW. When did he become a co-founder? The civil case will eat this alive, shaking my head, the audacity of these people. And this is what YNW Sack Chaser was silenced for. SMH. Really, really SMH. Okay, if I understand what's being said here, the idea is that Bortland killed Sack Chaser in order to get his part of the YNW apparel brand. Okay, let's talk about how dumb this might be. There might be some place like the high seas in the 1500s where pirates would just kill you and then take your stuff. But in the United States, if you kill someone, you do not get their stuff. You just don't get it. You know who it goes to? It goes to their heirs. If you're 20 years old, you don't got any kids, it goes to your parents and your siblings, unless you have a will. Okay, so this theory, I think I'm gonna just go ahead and say debunked. It's debunked. Is it a coincidence that Melly brags about having a 40mm gun in multiple songs and the bullets found in Sack and Juvie's bodies were bullets from a .40 caliber weapon? In Juvie's song called Tissue, he even says Melly got a .40 caliber. I have great news. There are something in court called the rules of evidence, and the rules of evidence do not allow someone to have a .40 caliber gun that's hypothetical and maybe not even real that they rapped about be used to link to a killing where a .40 caliber weapon was used. Let me try to say this another way. If someone is killed with a .40 caliber gun and someone else has written a rap where they claim that they own a .40 caliber gun, that is not evidence that the rapper was the shooter. Now, does that mean the rapper wasn't the shooter? No. Does that mean that that song lyric is not admissible? No, it doesn't necessarily mean that either. The problem here is that the hypothetical gun in the song is not really tied in any meaningful way to the gun that was unhypothetically used in the fake drive-by actual execution where Melly was definitely in the car when the execution happened. So I like the theories in that these people understand that a 40 over here is the same as a 40 over here, but in terms of evidence, I know I said my categories would be good, bad, or weird, but this theory is dumb. Sorry. So I guess it goes under the heading of bad? It's not weird, it's just dumb. Why was Howard dropped? To be honest, Howard was the best lawyer out of the team, so I'm curious why he dropped him. My first guess is he couldn't afford him again because Howard has a lot of wins on his belt, so his price is likely way more than the other 2 or 3. And I couldn't see Melly dropping him after all this time for no reason. So my guess would be he just couldn't afford him for another trial. So this next trial is going to be very interesting to say the least. But God, I hope he doesn't have Adelstein for opening nor close. Okay, so this isn't necessarily a theory, but I'm glad we're talking about this because this is some smartness. What's said here is good. Why are you just assuming he got dropped? Howard is a favorable attorney and has other clients. Maybe he isn't available to represent Melly for the October trial. Most likely it was scheduling issues. They didn't expect it to be a mistrial. Yeah, they did. Okay, here's the deal. Lawyers are really, really expensive. Not me, though. You can subscribe right now for free. Let's get some hype in the chat for free subscriptions to America's Attorney. Let's do it right now. Just hit the button because in October, I'm going to be giving you YNW Melly content and you don't want to miss it. But as I was saying, This is not a bad theory. Lawyers are expensive. He might think that he only needs 1 or 2 lawyers the next time around. He had 3 this time, and he lost one probably because he didn't want to pay him. It's true, Adelstein was not that great in his closing. I very much liked the lawyer who opened for him, and I, for one, am sad to see him go. He had a great baritone voice.
Much like me.
I'm gonna rate this theory, this conspiracy theory. First of all, it's not a conspiracy theory. It's a good theory. A ding, 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 ding. Nice work, buddy. I agree that this is the most likely outcome. It could be scheduling, could be money, but this is a smart theory. You might be right. How Melly could have got away with it. Clearly, their story was whoop. What they should have done is finally scrap the drive-by idea and describe it as some sort of ambush attack. After Melly got out of the gray car and into the red one and pulled off, another car came by on Pembroke Road and a shooter hopped out, opened that back door and shot Zach and Juvie. Another shooter shot up the other side of the car after Bortland had run off to make it look like a drive-by. Bortland got away unscathed because he ran and started busting back, explains the GSR. And then drives around making sure they don't follow him and then gets to the hospital as soon as he can. Feel free to poke holes in this story. Oh, I will, because I'm probably not thinking of something, or give your version of what you think they should have done to get away with it. Bortland lying about the whereabouts of the drive-by is what made the police suspicious and looking deeper into it. Where do I begin? Let me count the ways. This is so dumb. This is predicated on everyone on the jury having an IQ below 20. And so if they don't have that situation, it's not going to work out. Yes, they could have said it was an ambush attack, but you got to get back to the problems with the time delay in the bullets entering the bodies from the left side and the right side. If you'll remember, it's undisputed that the bullets that came from the left side of the victims, meaning, inside the car, came into bodies that had beating hearts. Very important. The bullets that came in from the other side, they entered bodies that did not have beating hearts. This is a big, big deal. It means that some time had passed and that these two things were not related. Yes, it looks way, way more like an ambush, but you can't ambush people out at the end of this road. This is so dumb. This is so dumb. And how are Melly, you're saying Melly wasn't in the car, but that's nonsense. His phone, remember, his phone showed up at the shooting site not long later, asking to be picked up. So that doesn't really work. Why did he show up alone? Why did Melly leave? Police would then proceed to pick up Melly for his statement and test him for GSR. It's already fishy. He left, so red flag. I love this guy because he's assuming, just like I am, that Melly was there. He left after the fact. They would have had to have a second gun and fired rounds for proof that they shot back, because Bortland would have had to give up the weapon and to have it tested for matching casings. If he tossed it, why get rid of the weapon if it was self-defense? Oh, this is a little bit genius level. The issue is that the cops don't know for sure that Bortland or Melly had a gun on them. If you look at what's in evidence, they don't know this. Well, he would show up alone because Melly would have supposedly already left before it happened. That's right. That's nonsense, but that's the theory. They could have decided to go different places and after, and that's why he left the car. Police wouldn't have picked Melly up any sooner than they did this time, and he managed to get rid of the GSR. Melly could have given Bortland the gun and said that's what he shot back with. It's highly possible that more than one of them was strapped that night. Juvie's bag mysteriously went missing. Gun in there? Question mark, question mark. He could have tossed the gun because isn't it punishable by up to 21 years for having a gun? People do stupid stuff in a panic. No, it's not. We're still in America. Even Florida's in America. It's not punishable for 21 years to have a gun. I have to give this a bad. It's a bad theory. It's not weird. It's just bad. Next one. Who thinks Melly's lawyer, Stuart Adelson, is handsome? Not trying to be weird, but his face is cute. His aggressiveness is top notch. Okay. Dude, if this guy is handsome, I'm a model. This is amazing. Wow, friends, I don't know. Here's the deal. Do not hire a lawyer based on their looks. Believe me, I know. Believe me. This is a weird theory. He is not handsome. Let's move on to the next one. Who is the real killer? I'm loving this because now we're getting down to business. 309 said YNW Melly. 62 YNW Bortland. Officer Francois. Bortland Sutherland. Bortney. Christine Bradley. YNW Murphy. Okay. This is unbelievable. This might be the best content that the internet has ever given about this trial. Okay. Bortney Sutherland. It's so hilarious. I can't believe it. Bortney Sutherland is a mispronunciation of YNW Portland. If you didn't watch the trial and you don't know that Christine Bradley is the prosecutor, YNW Murphy, not a real person. Officer Francois was not the killer. I'd say we're pretty much decided. With it, YNW Melly and YNW Portland, we're in on this together. I don't know if I can keep doing this. This is amazing. It appears that the internet agrees with me that YNW Melly is likely the killer. Hey, we won't know for sure until October unless the trial goes sideways and we don't have another trial until January. And then if that trial goes sideways, we won't know until April and so on. But YNW Christine Bradley is not going anywhere. She's going to keep prosecuting these guys until she gets a conviction, which is probably going to be in round 2, but she's going to have to keep the cuckoo birds off the jury in the next trial. Woo! Wow, the YNW Melly Reddit page really is the gift that just keeps on giving. And I'm sure that we'll be seeing some more gems once Melly's second trial starts in October. And that's why you gotta let me know that you like this video so I can post round 2 once we have more and honestly, hopefully better theories floating around. So drop a like, drop a sub, and drop your pro se opinion down below. What is the craziest YNW Melly conspiracy theory that you've heard so far? And also, did you come up with it? Do you want to see me, America's Attorney, react to the arrest of YNW Melly's lawyer? Let me know what you think down below in the comments because I will be back soon with more videos and I will see you then if you're a subscriber. Bye, check them out.